Wagwan lads, it's finally time. About time that I made this reaction video, man. I would have chose to do this at a better time personally, but there's so much stuff going on in my life and so many changes happening so quick. I wasn't sure, when to do this to be honest, but I think, today's the perfect day in terms of just timing. It's freaking like 9ish right now, 9 a.m. So a little bit tired, not gonna lie, but yeah, man. Thought why might as well get into it because it was either gonna be now or never. And just a couple of things I wanted to address before I start reacting to chapter 368. I've only seen two panels of this chapter so far, thanks to, freaking YouTube algorithm, of course. There was one of Casca who's just, I think she's looking like she's about to wake up or something, and I'm assuming, that's obviously taking place when Griffith is, carrying her, flying off to Falconia or whatever the heck he's doing. And then you got one of Guts who's kind of reaching out like this, looking like he's in a bit of pain or agony. And obviously, I'm assuming again, but it's pretty obvious that he's doing that because he's, trying to reach out for Casca again. Like, my man spent the entire journey, freaking how many chapters? Like, what, over 100 at least? Just to, bring Casca to Elfhelm, and now she's been taken away by Griffith. So that's what I'm assuming anyways by those two panels. And then I've seen 3 titles as well by some YouTubers. They weren't, I wouldn't count them as spoilers, but it gives a lot away. It gives away a lot. One says so much pain, another says this is just ... and then another was saying will Guts give up? Now that one, will Guts give up, that's a big thing to say. That's a bit of a statement. Will he give up? So, if I just put all of that together, I'm just going to assume that this chapter is going to be, pretty depressing. But I have no clue. I've only read up to 367, but without further ado, man, let's just get into it. Oh, and I can't believe it. Also, I'm not going to be reading like every little piece of dialogue because I did this last time when I did a manga reaction, and honestly, not only did it feel rushed on my part, but I just completely missed out everything, and I couldn't really fully process what was going on. It's normal to like miss a few details there and now and to kind of flicker back, but I mean, not the way I was doing it. I was kind of reading everything like a robot. So I thought this time I'm just gonna be talking about my initial thoughts as I go through the chapter, and instead only read out pieces of dialogue that grabs my attention or what I deem to be quite important. But anyways, talking is done. Well, talking isn't done. I'm going to be talking throughout the entire video. But you know what I mean. It is time for chapter 368. Can't believe I'm even saying this one. I can't believe Berserk is continuing. But yeah, man, I got it right here. Not sure if I can show too many pages because what I've been hearing is that freaking you can get copyright striked more for showing manga stuff than you can for anime. But let's just get into it, man. So Elfhelm on the brink. Despair draws near. Last time Griffith's appearance has thrown this once peaceful island into chaos. A rage-fueled Guts did his best to swing his Dragon Slayer, but he was still helpless. Is there really no way to resist this dark invasion? Personally, I don't think so because my man didn't even land a touch on him. Yo, look at the art in this. So Guts, this happened right after the little earthquake thing, right, from 367. So you just got Guts getting up. What the heck? Where did he even land? So my man went underground or something. And he got all of these evil spirits or whatever saying sacrifice. Man, my man's just stuck. He just went inside, like... I'm not sure where he went, but I know he's like down below Elfhelm. I'm not sure if it's near the place where like, where Getfrig, if I said his name right, Getfrig and Hanar was. It's like the other part of Elfhelm, but just like down below. I'm not sure if he landed there, but I mean, so far he's just panicking Guts. And now it's going back to Serpico and the rest, and Danan. So they're black shadows, I believe. So they have to be evil spirits, right? So they saw these things in Albion. Where was Albion? That was back in the Conviction arc, right? So yeah, these were evil spirits and everything. Danan just looks ill, man. So I guess everyone is... I guess the whole island must be filled with these, you know, evil spirits. One of them's about to get Isidro. Isidro man... Wait, but I'm not even sure what just happened. So Isidro just sliced one of them, right? Well, he did something. Finally, this motherfucker shows up, bro. Can you see him? Skull Knight. I was just thinking in the last 3 chapters, where the heck, what was my man doing? My man must be just chilling, freaking eating some bellets or something, man. But yeah, it's finally about time that my man made an appearance. So obviously Skull Knight, you know, saves them and helps them out. So this is actually their first encounter with him, Isidro and Isma. Okay, I'm gonna read this because whatever Skull Knight says is freaking almost like a prophecy almost. Tonight, a beam of blinding light pierced this land. That flash wedged open fissures, which act as passages all over. Okay, so that means the evil spirits are kind of opening up because of this earthquake or whatever, right? That is how these things got here. So yeah, I was right. The fact is, this land is sustained thanks to them. You could say they are the true lords of the island. They are too much for ordinary people. Leave. That is how these things got here. The fact is, this land is sustained thanks to them. To be fair, but I think he's on about the fact that there were evil spirits there anyways. Because when Shirka did that little spell a couple of chapters ago, there was still one lurking under that little tree. You know the one when I think she gifted him an apple or something? So I guess with all of this earthquake and stuff and Griffith's appearance, they've all just been, you know, set free in a way. So it's like they're no longer hiding, but at the same time they help to bind the island or something. And yeah, he's exactly, and Skull Knight's right, they couldn't even handle it because, I mean, the last time we saw an evil spirit, you know, when Shirka summoned it out, everyone was just shell-shocked or something, or they had no idea how to handle the spirits even. And that was only one at the time. But anyway, Skull Knight is telling everyone to leave. Good freaking option. Because these spirits are just freaking coming out all over the place. And I think that's the house that they were staying in, Farnice and the rest. Well, there's a lot of houses actually, but these evil spirits are coming out of nowhere. Skull Knight comes in and... I'm not sure what he's doing exactly. Is he just attacking all of them? Yeah, he is. He slashed the wind. Now Skull Knight's saying, I cannot protect you all, therefore fleeing is your only option. Now go. So so the island is like what, being destroyed or something? So they're everywhere, these spirits, man. No way. Am I running at a time like this? And then you got Isidro being freaking stubborn. I'm gonna stay and fight. And then Skull Knight says, this collapse may have been preordained, but could the undying will of man resist also be a part of fate? So I guess we're going to get some Isidro and Skull Knight double team. Oh shit. Now we're back with Roderick and his ship. There we go. So bro, Roderick, the only guy with common sense, leaving the freaking island, man. You must be dead. Yeah, where are all the mermaids at? So yeah, everyone's just getting ready to leave. They said a crisis would befall the island. We must be in the calm before the storm. It will be too late if we just wait for things to go wrong. Yes, exactly. Hopefully the warning I sent reaches the village in time. In time. Yeah, because the time between, you know, the time's different in Elfhelm compared to the rest of the world, right? That's a good... I never even noticed that. Imagine how much time has passed in the real world. But I personally don't think it's been that much time. I could be wrong. But then Roderick, hold on. They're only at the like near the seaside, or like where the shore is, and I'm pretty sure the mermaid said that time isn't even affected when you're at that place, or when you're near the seashore, or the the shore, or the side and all that stuff. And then they got Manifico and Aizen, who were just drunk out of their heads. Yeah, he's just pissed out of his brains, bro. Oh shit, what's happening now? Just got a bunch of fish coming out of the water. No, it's the earthquake, isn't it? Or the fissures. So did Roderick know before? Was Roderick already aware of the fact that, yeah, he was. So maybe there is a bit of a time difference, I'm not sure. Because you just got the fish flailing about like a bunch of Magikarp using Splash. Yeah, so I guess the whole island is... yeah. So everything is... oh my god. It's like a whole earthquake is going on, but it's just gonna... the whole island is looking like it's gonna be in ruin. It's just gonna be completely crumbled. And there we go, the spirits. Jesus, look at them, man. This is literally like the conviction arc at the, when they were all trying to go up the Tower of Conviction. Shit, but what are they gonna do, man? They've only got Roderick and Aizen. Oh my god, it's actually freaking covering the whole island, even the very ends of it, like the cliff and everything. It just could be an aftershock. Oh, these fairies. Fairies? Are you lost, bro? Does that thing there, that black thing, look like a fairy? Man, what a... could this be the crisis? Well, damn right it's the crisis. Don't touch it. Who's touching it? Oh, shit, man. Yo! My man just got freaking... yo, they need to get on the ship ASAP. My man just got freaking... oh my god, look at that. I'm not sure if you can see it, but... nah, it's too bright. But that guy there just got freaking... instantly decomposed. The evil spirits just, sapped the life out of him. Yeah, so they're all panicking, running away. Oh man, and Roderick just clocked on that Farnese is still on the island. Shit, what's he gonna do? Now he's going back to Guts, and Guts is just shivering, he's panicking. Bro, what is going on? Hold on a second. Yeah, he's just like shaking. I think he's just... maybe he just can't process the fact that, all these spirits are coming out of the blue. Especially in Elfhelm of all places. Yo, who the heck is that? Who is he looking at? Oh, he's looking at Zod. Yo, so there we go. He's looking at Zod. He's just carrying Griffith. Who's carrying Casca, and they're all just, flying off. Shit! That's... so yeah, I was right. So that panel of Guts going like that is going to be the fact that, Griffith is taken off with Casca. And then Griffith is just like looking at him with those soulless eyes, man. Oh shit, yeah, so I was right. There you go. These two panels right there, the first and the second one, that's the one that I already saw. Is she about to wake up though? I can't tell. Nah, I think her eyes are just closed. Oh, doesn't... Yeah, now I know what they mean by, you know, so much pain. Bro, because imagine what he saw at the eclipse of obviously what Griffith done, and then now he's just freaking like... Now she's gone again. Like, Casca's gone with, you know, Griffith. The person he loves the most with the person that he hates the most. And as he's reaching out, all of these freaking evil spirits are just about to cover him. Fam, his arm is still reaching out like that, and he's just looking at the sky. And a bunch of rubble just falls upon him. A bunch of rubble falls upon Guts, so my man's just trapped. Raw, that's actually peak, fam. Here, look at the panel. It goes from that, so like, you know, they're in the sky. And everything's just crumbling around him. But then, you know what I mean, this is typical Berserk, like, who wouldn't expect this to happen? But still pretty shit to think, not gonna lie. And then it goes back to Puck. Puck is just absolutely confused, but the whole island is just being destroyed at this rate. Like, everything is just crumbling. To be fair, I can't really tell if that's the cherry tree or not. Oh my god, but yeah, everything is just being destroyed. And that's how it ends. An endless darkness swallows everything. And the next chapter's gonna release on September the 9th. Yeah, it is the tree actually. Look, all of the cherry blossoms, they've just vanished. They've gone. Holy shit. So this whole island, by the end of it, is going to be completely destroyed and wiped out. And you got Guts that's trapped beneath the rubble now. So pretty much everything is crumbling. And all of these spirits are just taking over. I mean, what do they... I'm not even sure what's going to happen next chapter, to be fair. But this chapter just showed the destruction of Elfhelm. Damn, man. But that's crazy. I mean, not sure what to make of it, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to happen anyway, but I mean, not like that. But I just think, what do I think with this? Like, what do I think is going to happen next chapter? Like a prediction almost. So far, the only one who's like... Or the only people we've seen so far is Skull Knight and Isidro, who are going to fight the spirits, I guess. Or try to. But then, are most people going to die on this island? Like, yeah, because, I mean, they can't save everyone. Danan's just looking, you know, extremely ill and sick. I think she's going to die, personally. I think she's going to die because, I mean, when you go back to the, you know, the spirit tree of the mansion or something? Not of the mansion, the forest where Flora was. That was one of the trees that, like, held balance of the whole world, kind of. Like, basically, if you destroy each of those trees, it's like one step closer to, you know, merging the astral and the physical world together. I'm not sure how you word it, but you know what I mean, something along those lines. And I think this tree here, this cherry blossom tree or whatever, on Elfhelm, it was like one of the last ones that Griffith had to do anyways. But yeah, what a chapter. But I think Danan's gonna die at some point. Guts is trapped in the rubble. The only people that we haven't seen, because we saw Serpico and Serpico was with Danan and the others. But we have no idea where Farnese is or where Shirka is. So yeah, freaking God knows what happened to them too. I mean, we saw Roderick anyways. Roderick, see, the only thing I'm a little bit confused with is the time difference. I mean, is there a big time difference between where Roderick was and where the rest were? Because Roderick already knew about this, like something was going to happen. But maybe it didn't. No, it couldn't be. I'm positive that they said that around you know, if you're near the shore, or you're just in that area where the cove is, Like the time wouldn't be affected as much. But yeah, this is a crazy chapter, man. Crazy chapter. But there isn't much that I could think of, to be honest. It's just pretty much destruction. The whole island just, you know, crumbling apart. But I'm trying to think of something. Like what can I see happening from this chapter? I mean, Guts isn't dead, obviously. It just doesn't make sense. He's just trapped beneath the rubble. But then evil spirits could be, you know, around him at the same time. So maybe he's just kind of fighting underground or something. Or Skull Knight's gonna come and save him as well because, you know, that's what Skull Knight's that's what he's been doing since freaking, you know, the eclipse. But yeah, I don't have too many words, not gonna lie. It's interesting. I'm not sure what to expect, to be honest, for 369, except I guess what happened to Far East and Shiaka. And I guess we're gonna see some people die, I'm assuming. I'm not too sure. But anyways, that's it as far as this reaction video goes. My first one on this channel anyways. But I'm definitely gonna be doing more, especially of Berserk. I mean, now that I'm up to date. But as far as anything else goes, I'm not too sure. Especially now with the way things are going for me personally. I'm not even sure if I could do any with my friend, which is the funny thing, because, you know, we wanted to, you know, start reacting to some stuff together. But I think for now, you're going to expect me to react to some Berserk stuff anyways. But yeah, I thought the chapter was good. It was depressing, but I thought... lads, before I head off, because I just reacted to, you know, chapter 368 of Berserk, only now I've just noticed a few things, or I just realised certain things that make this chapter a little bit more sad than I anticipated. I mean, I knew going into it was going to be a sad chapter anyways. It was going to be somewhat depressing. But I already expected the whole island to kind of, you know, be destroyed by the end of it. It was kind of obvious, I thought anyways. I wasn't surprised. So, but it's a lot more sad when you think about it from, you know, the other characters' perspectives in Berserk. So obviously you got Guts, who, you know, spent 200 freaking chapters or so going through the entire Conviction arc, you know, Millennium Falcon arc, even the Black Swordsman arc, because that was still a little bit of development. Well, I wouldn't say development, but it was still a crucial part of the journey. And I guess half of this arc, you know, just to get Casca, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about like being together again with her, but just making sure that she's in a place where she's safe. You know what I mean? Where she could just live in a safe place. And given like chapter 364 and like the other ones, for example, seeing how peaceful Elfhelm was, and now that's just being instantly ripped away. I mean, it's kind of Berserk fashion. This is what always happens. Like when something, you know, joyful happens, it doesn't last, and it just comes crumbling down twice as hard. And then Guts is gonna have to, like, Guts and the party are gonna have to rebound and adapt and keep pushing forward. But this is a little bit worse compared to the other ones, again, given from Guts' point of view. And not only is Casca, like, no longer in a safe place, like, there isn't a safe place that they can think of anymore. So that whole idea of a safe haven is gone. The only one that currently exists now is Falconia, and I'm pretty sure Guts and the rest have no idea what that city even is. They have no idea that it even exists. And again, there isn't a safe place for Casca anymore. Or better yet, there isn't a safe place in the world. And then Casca's obviously now with freaking Griffith. So forget from like what Guts saw in the Eclipse, how traumatic that is anyways. But given the nature of Griffith now, and the whole apostles and everything else, Casca is in more danger. Because she's going to be pretty much surrounded by, you know, freaking apostles and evil spirits and God knows what, who are going to, you know, try and kill her. Obviously, I don't think that's going to happen because, you know, you got the Moonlight Boy as well. That's, you know, it shares a body with Griffith, so I don't think Casca's, you know, going to go through any kind of harm. But from Guts' point of view, can you just imagine that? And then as he's reaching out for her like that, like everything just kind of crumbles upon him. it's like metaphorical in a way, if that makes sense. If I said it right, but it's kind of true. Like everything's just crumbling down. Like all of that journey, maybe from his point of view, could have been a little bit of a waste. Not completely because she got her mind back, but then he doesn't know if she's gonna even die or not. You know what I mean? So from that point of view, I mean, no wonder. Like I saw that title before saying "Will Guts give up?" I don't think he will, but I mean, still, that's just crazy. And that's only from 3 minutes in, and that's only from Guts' point of view. And then you got the rest of the island. You know, it was a peaceful island where people just, try to learn, magic and everything else. What's gonna happen to all those people? Are they gonna die? Because if they all freaking die, and then the evil spirits kind of saps the life out of them, like how we saw back in the conviction arc, what those spirits did to everybody else, and the bystanders, and the refugees that were living there. Knowing Berserk, I can see that happening with the residents of the island, which is gonna be pretty freaking depressing. That's gonna be sad because I mean those most of them were just kids. They were just like kids and innocent creatures. And then forget that Puck. A lot of us have been saying like Puck after I think somewhat after the conviction arc, or specifically, after the Lost Children's chapters, that they just turned him into a bit of a comic relief character in a sense he was. But could this kind of bring out a bit more of a, could this event, because you got to think this is Puck's homeland. If it wasn't for Puck, no one would have known what Elfhelm even was. And given that Puck is literally watching, he just came back to his island, and I know he's a mischievous character by nature, and he kind of left the island, but he just came back to the island. He just came back home. He just came back home, and now it's all being destroyed in front of his very eyes. It's his home. So that's gonna also suck from his point of view, and are we gonna see a more serious side from him? Probably. I wouldn't even be surprised. And then again, I think Danan's gonna die anyways, and I think it could play a role in Skull Knight's story. Because I mean, I think we all pretty much know that there's a connection between Danan and the priestess of the cherry blossoms, or that priestess anyways, who was Skull Knight's lover. So there's something there maybe. But just the way everything is crumbling down, like yeah, it's a lot more. I can't put it into words, but it's a lot more dramatic and a lot more impactful than I initially thought. So now I'm just curious on what happens in the next chapter, but it's just freaking insane, man. I think it's just going to be depressing. And again, we don't know what happened to Farnese and Shirka. They could be trapped underground for all we know, fighting those spirits. So, who knows? And then you got the Behelit. Will this be the time that it could be activated by someone, or sometime in the near future, but shortly after this event? Who knows? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Anyways, just some stuff that I noticed and some stuff that I pointed out. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for chapter 369. I can't imagine like what's gonna happen in that chapter. But I don't think Guts is gonna give up. I don't think any of that stuff is gonna happen. I think it's just gonna be I think everyone will be in like a state of disbelief, and it's gonna be sad because I mean at the same time the rest of the gang, they bonded with Casca. So Farnese she's gonna be pretty depressed, I think, given that how close she was with Casca. I think all of them will to an extent. But yeah, man, crazy. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you all for chapter 369 of Berserk. Until then, take it easy, lads.